Welcome to Stories and Rhymes Oh My. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, having a snack. Are you hungry? I am. And this is my friend ice cream. Do you guys like ice cream? I do. Mmm. What's your favorite kind of ice cream? Do you like chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, all of them all together? Whatever it is, enjoy. So let's get started with some rhymes. Our first rhyme involves this. What is that? They're brown. They've got a top and a bottom, and this guy looks hungry. Wonder what it could be. Let's find out. Brown bun, what do you see? I see a red tomato looking at me. Red tomatoes, what do you see? I see green lettuce looking at me. Green lettuce, what do you see? I see yellow cheese looking at me. Yellow cheese, what do you see? I see a hamburger looking at me. Brown bun, what do you see? I see a hungry boy looking at me. Looks like our hungry boy is going to have himself a little snack. And that was brown bun. And it had all those fun colors in it. You know, the red tomatoes, the green lettuce, the yellow cheese, the brown hamburger, and the brown bun. All right, our next rhyme is about muffins. Do you like muffins? I think muffins makes a perfect snack. I personally like cinnamon muffins with a crumble on top. This is to the Do You Know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who likes to sing? Oh, he loves the letter M, the letter M, the letter M. Oh, he loves the letter M and he likes to sing with me. Muffin starts with M. Oh, yeah. What other things start with M? Monkey, melons, M&Ms. That sounds like a good snack to me. All right, we have another fun rhyme, and this time it's going to start with this shape. What shape is that? You're right. It is a circle shape. This story and rhyme is called Flip Flap Jack. There was a man made out of food, out of food, out of food. There was a man made out of food, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His face was made out of pancake, a pancake, a pancake. His face was made out of a pancake, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His hair was made from whipped cream, whipped cream, whipped cream. His hair was made from whipped cream, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His eyes were made from blueberries, blueberries, blueberries. His eyes were made from blueberries, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His nose was made from a strawberry, a strawberry, a strawberry. His nose was made from a strawberry, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His mouth was made from a sausage, a sausage, a sausage. His mouth was made from a sausage, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His ears were made from orange slices, orange slices, orange slices. His ears were made from orange slices, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His body was made from a waffle, a waffle, a waffle. His body was made from a waffle, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His arms were made from bananas, bananas, bananas. His arms were made from bananas, and his name was Flip Flap Jack. His legs were made from bacon, bacon, bacon. His legs were made from bacon, and his name was Flapjack. His feet were made from French toast, French toast, French toast. His feet were made from French toast, and his name was Flapjack. His belly button was made from a raspberry, a raspberry, a raspberry. His belly button was made from a raspberry, and his name was Flapjack. And he danced upon a table, a table, a table. He danced upon a table, and his name was Flapjack. There was lots of fun foods in that Flapjack is made out of. I mean, I love bacon and French toast. Nothing beats a good waffle, and bananas, strawberries, oranges, blueberries. Oh my goodness, and to top it all off with whipped cream and a pancake. Yum, yum, yum. This guy better be careful. He'll get eaten up. And it was Flapjack. Now we have a story. This is an old bedtime story about a king. And it's called The King Who Ate Too Much. Long ago, in a kingdom far, far, far away, there lived a very greedy king. Now this king, he loved more than anything else in the whole world, was food. He simply couldn't get enough of it. He just loved to snack and eat all day long, ever since he was a little prince. He was allowed to eat whenever and as much as what he wanted, always. So when he became a king, he continued to eat, and he got bigger and bigger with every day that passed. As soon as he would wake up in the morning, he would have his servants bring him enormous breakfasts. After eating several huge steaming bowls of porridge, he would eat slice after slice of hot, buttery toast and jam, followed by boiled eggs that the royal chickens could lay. If in case he got hungry in the middle of the morning, he'd have another snack of many, many, many cakes and just as many cups of tea. At lunchtime, the table would groan at the weight of all the pies and sandwiches and fruits and biscuits that the greedy king gobbled down. And at afternoon tea, it was more cakes and more cakes. But the king's biggest meal was supper. The royal cooks toiled all day to make and prepare this feast. And when it was time for the king to eat, one servant after another would carry out great bowls of steaming plates of fish and roasts and steaming soups and potatoes and vegetables. And down it all went, followed by fruits and jellies. And finally, at last, the king was full and he would retire to bed for the night. But the king's greedy eating habits also made him very thoughtless king. No one dared tell him that as much wealth that the kingdom had went into his food. In the meantime, his loyal subjects were going hungry and becoming poor and needy. And one day, just after the king had eaten his usual big lunch, he began to feel very strange. Not only was he full, but he was starting to feel very light. And he started to float up from the table and into the air like a balloon. "Help! Get me down!" he cried. All of his royal courtiers and servants jumped up and down, trying in vain to grab the king as he floated upward. But no one had time at all to grab the king as he continued to float out of reach. And before anyone knew it, he had floated out the castle window and across the grounds, over the river and towards the woods and the mountains of his kingdom. "Whoa!" cried the king as he disappeared from view. Next, he floated over a small village. Everywhere he looked, he saw shabby, run-down houses in need of repair and people in the streets begging for money and food. Every farm and every village in the kingdom he floated over told him the same story of hunger and misery, and he felt very ashamed. He had been so busy enjoying himself eating that he hadn't given a thought to his subjects. While he was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, they were getting thinner and thinner and poorer. Now a gust of wind was blowing the king back toward his castle. And as he was passing over the castle, he suddenly felt himself falling Down, down he went until he landed back into the castle grounds with a great thud and a bounce. And that very day the king sent out a royal proclamation. All of his royal subjects were to come to the castle for a huge feast, and after which they would each be given a purse full of gold. And as for the king, he was never greedy again. Instead of spending all of his money on food for himself, he gave enough to all the people in his land so that they would never be hungry or poor again. And that was the king who ate too much. All right, let's do another fun nursery rhyme. This nursery rhyme is one that we all know and love, Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider that sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. I agree with her. I'm not a big spider fan either. Okay, we have another fun rhyme, and this time it involves this. You're right. It is a skillet. It's a skillet. And there's something cooking in this skillet. What's cooking in our skillet? It's hot dogs. That's right. How many hot dogs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right, 5 hot dogs. And it goes like this. 5 little hot dogs frying in a pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. Ooh. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, we have 4 hot dogs left. 4 little hot dogs frying in a pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. Oh, another one took off. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3. 3 little hot dogs frying in a pan. One went bam. And how many did that leave? 1, 2. 2 little hot dogs frying in a pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. How many do we have left? That's right, 1. Only 1 hot dog left. 1 little hot dog frying in a pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. How many's left? None, that's right. No little hot dogs frying in a pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. And that was 5 little hot dogs. Our last nursery rhyme for today is another fun song story about food, and it's Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." I want to thank you for joining me for Stories and Rhymes Oh My. Have a great day.